Hello and welcome back. I just did a couple of things off camera. They weren't very exciting. I just got some more bolts for my crossbow. They're silver bolts so that they can hit ghosts and undead and Daedra and whatnot. And I just got rid of some of my potions that I wasn't using. And a couple of my amulets that I wasn't using. So I said in the last part at the end that I was going to go all the way back to Sulmatul, but while I'm here I might as well give Chronicles of Ninchulef to Edwina, since I have the book. It's 2 copies of the book that I had to give away. I don't want to do a quest line just yet. She asks you for a drummer tube at some point, and I actually have one. So let's just set that on the table here for later. So when she asks for one, she can look really dumb.
I'm listening. Please go ahead.
So I needed to go back and get the shadow shield before I could talk to Sulmatul and tell him that I went to Kogarun. So we'll just have to make a short trip back to Kul, or Shiliku.
We make a special trip just for you. Say hello.
This is easier than it used to be because now I can water walk really easily. So I've got decent alteration skill. I can probably cast Slowfall too, let's try that. Ah, this is exciting. Oh, look at how far I can jump. I should get a jump alteration spell as well. That uses a lot of magicka though. It's not like that at all in Daggerfall. In Daggerfall it's one of the cheaper spells. It might just be my imagination, but I feel like I'm going slower when I walk in the water with these boots on. These pauldrons are still really old, and they're not nearly as good as the rest of my armor suit. Let's see, I mean, I could kill Devaith Fur and take his pauldrons, but I don't really want to kill him. There's also another kind of exploity kind of thing you can do. Well, I wouldn't really call it an exploit, but you can cast damage armor on him, and if you do that, then it'll eventually break, so he won't be wearing it anymore. And then once he's not wearing it, you can pickpocket him. But you need to have really good sneak to do that. And this guy's really resistant to frost. Oh, by the way, I did a little bit of research on the magic mechanics. And I read that your magic resistance is not really the same as your frost resistance or your fire resistance or your shock resistance. Those are actually separate. So if UESP is correct, magic resistance just protects against like charm spells, calming spells. What else? Like mysticism spells. Stuff like that, like anything that isn't destruction, except for paralyze. Which is interesting, because paralyze is the black sheep, because that is exclusively resisted by your willpower stat, and not by anything else.
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
Which I guess is a good thing, because if you split up the resistances like that, then it makes it harder for you to make yourself invincible to every kind of magic. And that makes the that makes the mechanics more interesting. So he told me I can keep the shadow shield and all that. I don't really want it. I didn't read his dialogue. Wow. Okay. I broke my rule. I'm supposed to read all their dialogue when they talk to me, especially when it's like plot important stuff. I don't really want this. Oh well. Seek the cavern of the incarnate. This is wisdom's test. When you have the moon and star, bring it to Nabani Mesa. Take with you my blessing, and the blessing of our tribe. Seek the third trial in the cavern of the incarnate. You have my blessing in the blah 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 blah. Wait, I can read what he said. Thank God for the Morrowind journal. This journal stores all of the dialogue, which is awesome. I don't know why they got rid of that feature. Probably because they thought it was too much information and it would scare people. Anyway. I am impressed. These 3 tokens you have brought me. You may keep them. You have passed the warrior's test, and I will give you the secret of the third trial. In the cavern's dark, Azura's eye sees, and makes to shine the moon and star. This is the third vision, and you must go to the cavern of the incarnate, a place sacred to Azura, and look for the moon and star. The secret of the cavern of the incarnate is set in a riddle. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. This riddle is wisdom's test. Take counsel of the wisdom of the tribes, and you shall find the way. Seek the cavern of the incarnate. Gain the moon and star, and bring it to Nabani Mesa. Take with you my blessing, and the blessing of our tribe. Malapu Ataman's belt. So let's pretend I don't know what that riddle means. Let's also pretend that I'm not stuck here. I'm sure you can forgive me for cheating just to get away from the geometry that I'm stuck on. Or maybe you can't, I don't know. You don't have to watch these videos. Anyway. I shall be your guide in the 7 trials. Third trial. Zulmatul has sent you to seek the third trial. He has told you of the shrine of Azura called the Cavern of the Incarnate. I cannot tell you how to find this place, but he has said that you may seek the wisdom of the tribes, and the wisdom of the wise women I may share with you. Perhaps what I know can help you with these lines of the riddle. The star is the key, and the dream is the door. Ah, the star is Azura. Azura's star appears in the sky only in the magical hour between day and night, at dawn and twilight. You say the star is the key. Azura's star. The door is only seen at dawn and dusk, and the star is the key that opens it. So... okay, so she can't tell me how to find it.
This one honors us. Please, speak.
So... Wisdom's test. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. I guess that means like the rock spires. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. I don't know exactly what that means, but whatever. And when I was like 12 years old playing this game, and I saw that, I had no idea. I had no idea what that meant. My friend figured it out somehow. I strongly believe that he was smarter than I was at that time. Maybe he's still smarter than me, I don't know. I don't want to waste bolts on that cliff razor. So Valenvarian. What are the indices that I have? So I have the Valenvarian index. But from which propylon chamber do I get there? It's probably whichever one. I think it's kind of like it goes around the island. I really wish this music would stop. Nothing is attacking me. So if I go to Falas Marian, I wonder. That'd be kind of a lame fast travel though. And they're so close to each other. Well, but let's see. I could just do the master propylon index quest. But in my mind that kind of takes the fun out of it. Because then you never actually have to go to a propylon chamber. You just go talk to the guy and then he teleports you to one. And then whenever you activate the propylon chamber, it just takes you back to him. It's supposed to be like a really super secret optional thing too. Because these propylon indices are hard to find, but you know, you don't really need to find them. They're just like a fun little hidden thing that gives you an advantage with traveling. So it gives you an extra convenience, you know? I really like crossbows in this game. Crossbows are freaking awesome. They're way better than they are in Skyrim. I mean, they're okay in Skyrim, but these just fire so much faster. Barandus, Valenvarian. Yep, this goes to Valenvarian. So I don't know if that was faster. I have to go past Zergonopol. So where I'm pointing my cursor, that is the precise location of the Cavern of the Incarnate. You know what? I could much faster get there, or get there much faster, if you want to use proper English, to get to Telvas. I mean, if I were to go to you know what I'm trying to say, God, it's late, sorry. This is not really where I wanted to go. That's okay, there's a boat. I think there's a boat. There should be a boat. What about transportation? Guess the Silt Strider is my only option. Oh no. Okay. Take me somewhere where I can take a boat. I love traveling in this game. It's not just, you know, simple clicking on something and then waiting for the game to load. I've probably said this like 12 times already in this playthrough. Sorry. I promised I would try to stop heaping so much praise on the game. It's hard though, I like it. But a lot of that might have to do with the fact that I played it when I was 12, so... Yeah.
What is this regarding Altman?
Second stage of my Stronghold should be complete. Very nice. I hope people don't start calling me the Nervarine after I do this. Because if they do, it's gonna kind of mess up my plans for Tribunal. I wanted to go through Tribunal without being the Nervarine. Or without having people know that I'm the Nervarine. So this is a really nice feature. I looked really hard for mods that like plaster a small portion of the world map to your HUD for Oblivion and Skyrim, but as far as I know, that does not exist. I mean, they've pulled off some pretty amazing stuff with mods, like Sky UI and all that, but that would probably be a little bit too difficult. I don't know, I haven't done much modding for those games, so I don't know. I don't know what all is involved. It's funny, I've played Elder Scrolls games so much throughout my life, but I've done little to no modding. Just never really got into the modding scene. And now it's done.
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
I'm gonna save here just in case people start calling me Nervarine. Seizure warning. Hope nobody has epilepsy. Moon and star.
Nerevar reborn, incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councilors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
I like how she calls them ash cans. Peak Star. We heard about her. She was the most recent failed incarnate. Welcome, incarnate, Moon and Star Reborn, Hortator, Nerevarine, Mourner of the Tribe Unmourn, Redeemer of the False Gods. That's a long-winded title. I am Peak Star. I was not the one. But I wait and hope. Ask and I shall answer, if wisdom guides me. So, explain all those titles you just threw at me. You bear the Moon and Star, the Ring of Nerevar. None may deny, you are Nerevar Reborn, the prophesized incarnate. The Temple will know you as an enemy. The Ordinators will mark you for death, and the Tribunal faithful in the great houses will fear you, will hate and fear you. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honor. You will be known. You must prepare. and be ready. You must go before the councilors of the great houses and satisfy them, for only the councils of the great houses can name you Hortator. I do not know the settled people of the great houses, and can offer you no counsel. You must go before the Ashkans of the Wastes people and satisfy them, for only the Ashkans of the 4 tribes can name you Nervarine. Speak first with Sul Matul of the Urshilaku, and with wise woman Nabani Mesa. For all of the Ashlanders, they are the wisest in the lore of the Incarnate, and you have already shown Sul Matul proof of your worth. Tribe Unmourned. Pity Dagoth Ur in the 6th house. All they are is foul and evil, but they began in brightness and honor, and their cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Nerevar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard their profane tools beneath Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. He did your bidding, and when he tried to keep these tools from the tribunal, and so he hates you, who betrayed him, and the tribunal who mocked his honor, attacked him, and stole the profane tools for their own use. Dagoth Ur was originally... Sounds like he was originally not such a bad guy. He's just trying to keep the tools from the tribunal. And then my previous incarnation killed him for some reason. Kagranak, High Priest of the Dwemer, forged enchanted artifacts to steal the power of the gods. Nerevar fought the Dwemer to prevent this blasphemy. But Dagoth Ur took these tools to make himself a god, and the tribunal took these tools to make themselves gods. Though the tribunal sought to do good with their power, they are tainted by the same corrupt desires that moved Dagoth Ur. So you called them false gods. The tribunal and Dagoth Ur have the unnatural abilities and lifespans of gods, but they gain these things by actions that mock the gods and misuse their divine power. They were ambitious and unwise, and the consequences of these ungodly acts threaten all lives and all that lives in Morrowind. And you say you were not the one. I am a failed incarnate. So are all these who remain here with me in the caverns of the incarnate. I survived the blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. Those guys are weak. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of the great houses. They would not have accepted me as Hortator. Take these few poor things, they are of no use to me. I don't really want them either. I realize this is incredibly rude what I'm doing, but I really don't want them. Wisdom guides me. I will answer when I can, and with what I know, but the visions of Azura are often obscure, for 2 reasons. 1, because the future cannot be known, and the choices may always be made. 2, because truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely on impulse and force. An ancestor has no trade but to guard and counsel the living kin. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Aneteria. I was not the one, but I wait and hope, and I shall tell you my story. I was a holy crusader of the temple in the golden era of the tribunate. Or tribunate? Whatever. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple. Oh, that's right, I think I saw your name in one of those books. Anyway. And now it would be called the Apocrypha. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly, to my regret. I never believed in the Nervarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. Oh, I wonder if I have that book. I wanted to get all the 36 lessons. Aha, I haven't read this one yet. Wait, what's this? Vivek looked on the king of rape and said, how very beautiful you are that you do not join. But we'll read these later. That's Molag Bal. That's the king of rape. He's a bad Daedra for obvious reasons.
Welcome, Incarnate. I am Erodan. I was not the one, but I wait in hope, and I shall tell you my story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against the Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years I despaired, and returned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use for them. I am Error.
I don't use spears. I don't want this. No offense, mate. Aeroden's cure. Nah, I don't want it. I like this slim inventory. Can very easily get cluttered. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Idrini Nerothan. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes, I helped us demoralize and repel the Akaviri invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or Dagoth-Ur until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool, trying to loot ruined Kogorun. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in the world left stealing. In the world left worth stealing. Wow, I can't read. Ah, yes, excellent. I love lockpicks and probes. Konun Shodala.
Welcome, Incarnate. I am Konun Chodala. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I was an Ashkan. I led my people against the Akaviri, while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like a Kaguti. I quested deep into the strongholds of Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame I craved glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours, with my blessing.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'll be sure to use these. Yep. Definitely, I will definitely use them, yep. Yep. Okay, one more.
Welcome, Incarnate. I am Hort Led. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I died 400 years ago, in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker, and not a doer. Though I was marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine. My bones won't complain.
Oh, he gave me a book. Sithis, where is it? Here it is. I think I already read this. Sithis is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Altmer have names for and revere this. Oh wait, I think I already did read this. That's the book that says that Altmer are lazy slaves. Bastards. Calling us lazy slaves. Alright, we'll read this real quick. As the Hortator pondered the first lesson of ruling kings, Vivek wandered into the morning hold and found that Ayem was with a pair of lovers. Set had divided himself again. I'm already lost. Vivek then leapt through into their likenesses to observe, but he gained no secrets that he did not already know. He left a few of his own behind to make the journey worthwhile. Then Vivek left the capital of Veloth and wandered far into the ash. He found a span of badlands to practice his giant form. He made of his feet a less dense material than the divine to keep from falling waist deep into the earth. Wait. Made of his feet less dense material. Okay. At this point, the first corner of the House of Troubles, the Prince Molag Bal, made his presence known. Vivek looked on the King of Rape and said, "How very beautiful you are, that you do not join us." And Molag Bal crushed the warrior poet's feet, which were not invulnerable, and had legions cleave them off. Mighty fires from the beginning place were brought like nets to hold Vivek, and he let them. "I would prefer," he said, "some kind of ceremony if we are to be married." And the legions that took the feet were summoned once again and ordered to begin a banquet. Pomegranates sprang from the Badlands and tents were raised. A throng of Velothi mystics came, reading the passages of the severed feet on the ground, weeping until the scriptures were wet. "We must love each other briefly," Vivek said, "if at all. I am needed to counsel the Hor-Tutor in more important matters because the Dwemer High Priests stir up trouble. You may have my head for an hour." What the fuck am I reading? Molag Bal rose up and extended 6 arms to show his worth. They were decorated in the runes of seduction and its reverse. They were decorated in the annotated calendars of longer worlds. When he spoke, mating monsters fell out. "Where must it go?" he said. "I told you," Vivek said. "I am meant to be the teacher of the king of the earth." "I Altadun Gartok Padhum." With these magic words, the King of Rape added another, Chim, which is the secret syllable of royalty. Vivek had what he needed from the Daedroth, and so married him that day. In the hour that Bal had his head, the King of Rape asked for a proof of love. Vivek spoke two poems to show him such, but only the first is known. "I'm not sure how much glass it took to make your hair twice as much, I am sure, as the oceans to share. Hell, my sweet, is a fiction, written by those who tell the truth. My mouth is skilled at lying, its alibi a tooth. The sons and daughters of Vivek in Molag Bal number in the thousands. The name of the mightiest is the string of power, Golga Mor Jilhiat Aihum. The ending of the word is Sivi. Okay, but who gave birth to the children? Did Vivek get ass pregnant or something? Yikes. I never read those books before. That is some crazy shit. That was delightful. I want to read more of those books now. Okay. So, second stage. Actually, looks like it's complete now.
Yes, Outlander, what may I do
It
for
looks
you?
a lot like that tower in the Dragonborn expansion. What can I do for you, Spellwright? Spells. I'm making... But you don't talk about anything. You're just here for services. Okay, well now I have to relocate all of my stuff into this tower. If it's finished, I don't want to move stuff into it unless it's actually done. This candle generates barely any light. I can't see it. Oh, that's why. Well, now you just have to be looking down. That's a shame. – So yeah, this could use some decorating. Ah, nice bookshelf. So let's see what's downstairs. Lots of crystals. I don't think this is finished yet. It must be a third phase. Alright, well I'm going to hold on to my stuff that I'm going to put in here. Skooma pipe. Grandmaster's retort. I tell Vonnie know how to party. Alright, are there any other interior cells here? I don't think there's an upper tower quite yet. It's over here.
May I help you, Outlander?
I am Gorvin Minas. What can I do for you? Yeah. She sells some useful potions. That's nice. Well, let's go give the lady in the Hermitage a status report. Are you here to discuss your stronghold? Yes, I am. Second stage of your stronghold is complete. I trust everything is in order. Speak with me again when you are a master of the House Telvanni, and I will build you a stronghold fit for the mightiest of Telvanni wizards. Okay.
May I help you, Outlander?
What did I just cast? Oh, Boots Guard. Whoops. I meant to do this. I remember the first time we came to Voss in this playthrough. I was struggling to levitate. Now I can just do that. Just like that. Easy peasy.
I see this land suits you.
What can I do for you, Spellwright?
Freely, Outlander.
Yes, you have met all the requirements. You are now Wizard Naenlorn of House Telvanni.
But she wanted me to be master. You must perform more
You must perform more chores before I would be willing to consider you for the highest ranks of House Telvanni.
Alright, let's get another chore.
Thanks to the recent agreements of...
I need to get this voice right. I lose the voice sometimes.
Thanks to the recent agreements with...
I can't do it.
Thanks to the recent agreements with House Lalu, we have a chance of passing a resolution which would overturn the Mages Guild monopoly. According to one interpretation of the armistice, only the Mages Guild can officially offer spells and training to non-members. Speak with the House Redurn councilors in Aldrun. If you can convince at least 3 councilors, we will have enough support in the Grand Council. I would start with Athen Serethi. He seems to be the most open-minded.
Okay. I might as well just go ahead and do that real quick. That should be a relatively quick thing. That's weird. Sometimes I lose the voice. Like my throat gets tired and it's just like, nope, not doing that anymore. So nobody's calling me Nerverine. That's good. I didn't want to be nerve-wracking until I finished Tribunal. If you go to Solstheim and tell people that you're the Nerfrain, they're like, you're the what? What are you talking about? It's pretty cool. Makes it feel very remote. Like you can actually talk to some people about Almalexia there, and they'll just say, who? Who is this Almalexia? Is she related to Kain?
Probably nothing.
I am Athen Zerethi, Councilor of House Redorn. What can I do for you? I do not trust you. I don't even like you. Why should I listen to you, Telvanni?
Come on, I haven't got all day to stand around and talk to you.
Okay, I've got 100 reasons to talk to me, clinkling in this little coin purse of mine.
You are generous, Naenlorn, and your judgment is good. Yes, I see your point. The Mages Guild monopoly is unfair. I will support this resolution to overturn it.
Sorry, I had to cough.
I will support this resolution to overturn the Mage Guild monopoly. Perhaps you could convince others in the councilors, the other councilors with an appeal to fairness. The only councilor who would never support this resolution is Archmaster Bulvin Venom. You may be able to convince the other councilors if you use an appeal to fairness. House Redoran does not approve of all that House Telvanni does, but we are proud of our record of just and fair dealings with the other great houses. The other councilors may be easier to persuade if you take this approach.
Okay. I think he's the same guy that you talk to when you try to get named Hortator.
Speak,
I've
traveler.
got better things to do, so if you don't mind.
So this counselor likes to hang out in his bedroom. I think this is the guy.
I've got better things to do, so...
As a councilor of House Redorn, I'm a very busy man. I hope this is important.
Yes, I know that you're Redoran and I'm Telvanni, and that makes you hate me, so I'll just give you a little bit of gold. Smooth things over.
No, why would I aid the Telvanni? Get out of my manor.
No, I know how it works. I know how it works. Let me just give you a little bit more gold.
Yes, Naenlorn, that may be of some help.
Come on. Oh, appeal to fairness, that's right.
You have shown that you understand us, Naenlorn, and I will support this resolution.
I wonder what kind of stuff I said to him to appeal to fairness.
It's like, get out of my manor.
I'm like, yeah, but it's not fair. Just let us sell spells.
Okay,
I can tell.
you've convinced me.
Erebar. So I need to talk to... I think the guy's name is Minor Erebar. M-I-N-E-R. I think there's a helmet you can steal in here too that's worth like 5,000 gold. Oh, and there's another quest where you have to actually steal a book. It's like Boethia's Pillow Book. Where is that?
Speak, traveler.
This guy really likes his kwama eggs. Alright, I guess he's in the private or bedrooms.
I've got better things to do.
Minor Erebar, here he is. Here's his helmet. Cost, oh, it's 3,000. It's a pretty good helmet if you use medium armor.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Alright, I guess he's in the private or bedrooms. Minor Erebar, here he is. Here's his helmet. Cost, oh, it's 3,000. It's a pretty good helmet if you use medium armor.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Book of Dawn and Dusk.
I've got better things to do, so if you don't mind, let's move.
You must
along.
explain why you have come here, and quickly. No speeches or excuses. Use your words with care, for I am a councilor of House Redoran, and a very busy man with duties and responsibilities. I am not one to stand idly while others chatter on about the most trivial of subjects.
Yeah, but what about fairness?
In the course of events, it is sometimes necessary to put aside the childish notions of allies and enemies, and focus instead on a debate in which propositions are considered based only upon their merits. This, indeed, is one of those times, and you have defended your position well, answering all of my concerns. I, therefore, shall support the revocation of the Mages Guild monopoly, lest history look upon my actions with a baleful eye, and claim that I allowed expediency to overwhelm principle.
Very reasonable of you.
Let's hear it.
How did I get in here? Oh. Okay. So, I wonder if that was everybody that I needed to, I can't think of the word. Convince. God.
Okay, Outlander, but make it quick.
Okay, yeah, there's one more.
Speak, traveler. I've got better things to do, so if you don't mind.
Hlaren
I've got
Remoran.
better things to do, so
I am
if you
Hlaren
don't
Remoran,
mind.
Lord of Westgash and a councilor of House Redoran. Who are you exactly?
I'm here to make an appeal to fairness.
Your words have convinced me, though it is rare that I agree with a Telvanni proposal. I will agree to this. Yeah, whatever.
Speak, traveler.
Just another day of being a god.
Private quarters. Oh, here he is. He's a full suit of ebony armor.
Unless you have some important business to discuss, Outlander, I suggest that you leave. No, this law is undeniably fair. Your Telvanni lies do not sway me. I suppose we could talk more. Well, that's thoughtful, Naenlorn. I'll take it into consideration. Very well, Naenlorn. I'll see what can be done. Everyone could use some extra coin. What do you need? No, this one. Damn it. I don't care how much I like you. I would never support such a law.
Let me take my boots off so you can see. Wouldn't want all this nice architecture to go to waste. Oh, look at this. With these textures, it just looks amazing. It's so cool. Gull's Lervu. I like how they call it a house, even though it's just a part of this building. Galsakindu. What's Brara Morvain. Practice room. Smith.
I've got better things to do, so
It's like an entire town in here. Got services and everything. A little bit annoying that I can't find Morvain though. Is she behind one of these? What are these anyway? Is that like where they change their clothes or what? Morvain quarters, here we go.
let's hear it.
Nilos Talds. Mondros Balor. I love these names. The Battle of Molag Baron. Loot.
Speak, traveler.
Mistress Brower Morvain. I am Brower Morvain, Councilor of House Redoran. Is there something I can do for you? Yes, I understand and agree. This law is unfair and must be changed. You have my support.
Speak, traveler.
Something I'm a little bit unsure about. See, I think it's bigger on the inside than it is on... Yeah, it's definitely... These doors do not match the exterior. I'm guessing there's like... So these must lead to like these small hallways that kind of converge. That's all I can figure. That's the only way this makes spatial sense. But if they're... Okay, so they must converge, and then the outer two doors, or the outer two hallways must spread outwards. So like, first like they converge like this, and then they go out like that. Or maybe the interior artist just messed up. Whatever.
You have convinced at least 3 councilors. This deserves a reward. Perhaps you could use this glove. I enchanted it myself many years ago.
Arian's Dominator. Command creature 15 levels. Okay. It's kind of weird. It mixes a target and touch. Oh, that's that. More chores. Cool. I've taken an interest in this one. I need someone to stop the Redoran attack on Favis, Andus, and Shishi.
Several Redoran have infiltrated Shishi, and the Telvanni Favis Andus has gone into hiding. Shishi is a Velothi tower in the middle of the Foyard of Banidad, northwest of Margan. Leave Margan, go east past the Silt Strata, then follow the Foyard north and west. If you cannot find Favis Andus, look for a skull on the desk, which opens a door to the secret sword space.
May you find me worthy of your task.
So... Wait, so what do I need to do to finish the last stage? Speak with me again when you are master. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do the Shishi thing, but first I would like to get my hands on a Daedric Pauldron. So we need to go back to Mornhold. Champ.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Oh, hello. Hi. That is nice to meet you, Naenlorn. For a second I thought you were the courier with a message, that is, with word of my airship. Wait, is that it? Up there in the sky? There. Oh, no, it's just a cliff racer. Yes. I built an airship, you see. Quite a beautiful aircraft, if I may be so bold. Some scavenged drummer equip parts, a few, long-lasting levitation spells. Very clever. A capital idea. I know. Even hired a gang of, well, a crew, I guess you'd call them. They were to fly far, to the north, away from all this dust, to Solstheim. I paid them rather well. They were to locate Hrothmund's barrow, and find a certain, item. Hrothmund's barrow is a grave, well, crypt, It is said to lie, that is, the barrow is at the eye of the wolf. There's a formation, you see, rock, ice, that sort of thing, shaped like a wolf. The wolf that killed Hrothmund. He's said to be, entombed at the wolf's eye. It's only visible from the sky, or, well, an airship. That's why I built it. Built the airship, hire the crew. They find the barrow and recover the amulet. And they bring it to me. Perfect plan, I thought. They were to recover, that is, bring me a special amulet. According to the stories, legends and such, Hrothmund was quite the... well, he had plenty of lady friends. He was ugly, too. Ugly as a troll. But he had a magic trinket. He wore it. The Amulet of Infectious Charm, it was called. By all records, he was buried with it. That's why I built the airship, hired the crew. I must have that amulet, Naenlorn. But there's been no word. I worry. I fear the crew has failed me. Did they fly off course? Or maybe they found the amulet and flew away to meet women. No fair maiden could resist a man with the Amulet of Infectious Charm, in an airship, no less. Say, Naenlorn, I don't suppose you're for hire? I would pay you greatly to find my airship. I'd need proof of what happened to it, of course. Evidence, as it were, just to be sure. And, of course, to bring me the amulet. I need that amulet. You have a deal, Louis. I'll head to Solstheim. I'll bring back some evidence that shows what happened to your airship, and recover the Amulet of Infectious Charm. Oh, well, that's fine, I understand. Wait. Naenlorn, did you say you would help me? Why, that's wonderful. As I said, the airship was headed north to Solstheim. The Amulet of Infectious Charm is, well, it's supposed to be in Hrothmund's barrow. At the eye of the beast. The wolf, I mean. But you must say the wolf's name to enter. Say Ondyag. Answer wrong, and the barrow will be sealed. Forever. We'll do that later. Where am I going? I was going to Solstheim, I guess. But I want to go to Evanhart.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Let's hear it.
Alright. Where did she go? She was like right here in this stairwell last time. Did she walk up here? There she is. Hello, friend. Are you looking to transport to Morrowind again? I'll transport you right away. Good luck to you. So Fedris might have already given me another quest. I just don't remember.
Yes, aren't you supposed to be dealing with the Shrine of the Dead?
I've heard talk up at the temple.
I clean this temple. Don't get it dirty or I'll give you a spanking. No, this is not the right place. Over here.
Oh, hello. Have we met? I'm Ervel Dulni, a recent initiator at the temple.
Yes. What do you want?
I don't want to join the temple.
Must be Clint.
No, certainly not by you. This task falls to one of Armalexia's chosen. You will escort this young priest, Ervel Dulni, to the shrine. Protect him well, Naenlorn. His experience is limited, but he is necessary to complete the ritual. The shrine is protected by the profane, powerful liches who feed from the power of the shrine. You must destroy them for Dulni to perform his duties. I stress again, protect Dulni at all costs. It is he who must perform the ceremony. If he is not able, There are no others.
Our Lady's blessings upon you,
Yes.
faithful servant.
Must we travel together? Or may I wait here? Or go home? Please? Do you want me to stay with you? I'd be willing to wait here. I mean, it's up to you.
Stay with me.
Oh, if you insist. I mean, if you're completely sure.
Where's the shrine?
I'd rather not speak of it. I know it must be done, but the place frightened me to the core. I don't know why I was chosen, but Our Lady believes I must be the one to go, as the shrine must be cleansed.
Enter the sewers through the temple basement, then head east. He's pretty fast. Wow, he's really fast. Thank you, Bethesda, for making him fast. Very much appreciate that. What's the quickest way to the basement? A little bit up close and personal there. There we go. Temple soup. Ooh boy. I'm gonna try this. I don't think that worked. No, do not attack priest. Wait, why is he attacking me? Hey, cool it. Just make sure that he likes me. This is kind of a waste of bolts, but I just really like using this. Is that resistant? I should have gotten a heal other spell. Oh well. I've been there before. I have not been back here though. Oh. This doesn't help. What? Damn it, why would you waste my time like this, game? Oh. Oh, there he is. Here's one of the black darts. He throws steel darts. Ooh, so threatening. A lot of hype for what are essentially trash mobs. Oh, come on, let me recover my bolts. No, do not attack him. Uh-oh. That's a lot of skellies. Alright, we're still alive. Let's see how my charge is doing. Ooh, that's low. Time to rest. Still low. How long do we have to wait? 24 hours. Still not all the way, but close. You can make your stuff recharge faster if you use soul gems, but then you know, then that soul gem is gone forever. You have to have a bunch of them in your inventory, and that's kind of a hassle. Which is interesting because some might say that the way this game handles enchanted stuff is a bit casualized compared to the later games, because you can just wait for it to come back, whereas in the later games you have to use soul gems or Varla stones. I guess you can also use the Mages Guild service that restores the charge, but that is so expensive. It's the quickest way to go bankrupt in Oblivion. Alright, I think that's enough. Or I think I found everything there is to find in there. This looks like a shrine to me. Temple shrine. Oh, that's a lich. No, stay out of the fight. Oh no, not that thing. No, don't you dare. I won't let you damage my attributes. Don't attack him. Oh, that's not even a lich, that's an acolyte. "29 bolts. Did he damage any of my stuff? I can't really tell. Okay, everything's fine. I know these greater bone walkers can damage your attributes. Yeah, he damaged my strength. Should probably wait until the fight is over. I'll just die already. This will take a little while. It's not the most efficient spell. It's a catch-all, though. Just restores everything. Oh, go away. not okay. Damn it, I got too worried about losing my attributes. Whoa. I wonder why his greater bonewalker wasn't attacking. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just safe scumming. Better not resist that. Oh shoot. I just hurt him by accident. He's a dark elf, he can take the fire damage. Oh my god, my strength. My poor strength. I'll buff it with Sujam. Wow. I don't recall having this much trouble. Hellfire. That didn't seem to do much. Stop damaging my attributes, you bastard. If I didn't have to worry about protecting this dumb bastard, that wouldn't be such a problem. Now I have to drink Sujama. So not fair. I don't recall having this much trouble last time I played this. What's different? I need to go back and look and see what I did differently, because that's weird. Fortified luck, that would be a good thing. Spell absorption, yeah. It's also good. I'll summon a Daedroth just because. One down. Did you... What just... How? Did my Daedroth kill him? Okay, can I tell you to wait here? Yes, good. Why didn't I do that before? I didn't think to do that before because I'm stupid. Alright, you stay right out here. activate the spell absorption. No, not that one. What is this? Get out of here. Caius's ring. Amulet of Far Silence. I like the sound of that. Of course he's going to resist it, of course. Alright, well there is one thing I can do. It's a little bit cheap. But it might be necessary. Yeah. Oh no. And now I lost it. That's so annoying. God, stop. Not even sure which one of them I'm hitting. Okay, please don't tell me I'm gonna run out of bolts. Getting close. Alright, like, I think I can take one of them. Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, eat it. I've killed the last of the profane. The liches guarding the Shrine of the Dead.
You have killed the profane? Please take me to the Shrine of the Dead.
I don't think I'm fully restored yet. Restores by 4 points every time.
It is done. Can we return to the temple now?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he goes with you when you do OpenMW intervention. Which is kind of a pain. It's kind of unnecessary. Like, why didn't they just give him a scroll of OpenMW intervention? It's kind of hard to convey the information about like your attribute bonuses and your attribute well, negatives, whatever. It just kind of shows you the attribute value. Like if it's more than the base value, then it's brighter, and if it's less, then it's red. But like it doesn't show you the base and then like how much it's buffed by and how much it's subtracted by. I guess they figured if they did that, then you'd have to do the math mentally in your head to see what your actual strength is. So like they could have like a column for your base strength, a column for your bonus, for your subtraction, and then it would look more like a spreadsheet that you see at your day job. So that wouldn't. It's probably why they opted not to do that. Whoa, did not mean to do that. Sorry about that, Irvil. Steve Irvil. Alright, Chapel, Lord Archcan. I want to live in a building with architecture like this. Just can't get over how good it looks.
What is it? Have you settled that business with the Shrine of the Dead? Interesting. You performed your duty well, Naenlorn. The goddess is very pleased. Take this blessed spear as a gift from Lady Almalexia. It is good that you have been of service to Our Lady. Unfortunately, I know of nothing you may do for the lady now. Speak with Fedris there. He usually has errands that must be completed by the lowly. Don't let him tell you he has nothing to be done. I'm sure there's something.
Our Lady's blessings upon you, faithful servant.
Drin sent you to me. Priests. As it happens, there is another way you may be of service to Our Lady Almalexia. I spoke with the lady earlier today, and there may be something that one of your skill might be able to help with. The Lady Almalexia would like you to retrieve a powerful artifact, Barilzar's Mazed Band. All I know is that the goddess wants it returned. You'll find it in the ruins beneath the temple. Search to the northwest in the sewers. There was a passageway in the abandoned crypt that has been blocked off by a cave-in, but Almalexia had that area cleared. As for the item itself, I don't really see why you need to know any more about it. If you must inquire, perhaps Gavas Drin can give you more details.
Alright, we'll do that next time. And hopefully we'll get the Daedric Pauldron by then. So that we can go back to Telvanni stuff, and I can get my temple, or my tower finished. Because that would be really nice. I'm itching to decorate it. Alright, so that's that.